So here we have an image of the Exchange Control Panel, and we are logged on as Bob Kelly, who's an administrator in the Contoso organisation, and Bob has access to the entire organisation. So he can manage his own settings through the UI, but he can also manage mailboxes, he can manage groups and external contacts, he can manage transport rules within the organisation, and he can also, from the reporting functions, look at delivery reports and do multi-mailbox searches. So that's what a full administrator would see. But Eric Ryan is my help desk administrator in Contoso, and we'd like Eric to be able to manage mailboxes within the environment. But at the moment when he logs on to the Exchange Control Panel, all he sees is his own personal information. He doesn't have access to the organisational information. So from PowerShell, I can have a look at the management role assignments which have been assigned to Eric. And we can see that he has 4. So there are 2 for self-management and 2 for distribution management. But I've previously created a management role entry for help desk administrators. And if we have a look at the management role entries within my mailbox admin role, that will display all the commandlets, and you can see that he has access to manage mailboxes. He can get a number of things, so he can view them, he can remove them, and he can set mail users, but he has no access to groups and contacts. So that is the role that I'd like to assign to Eric so that he can manage some user functions within the ECP. So I select New Management Role Assignment. I need to give it a name, and in this case I'll give it the Help Desk. The role that I want to assign is the Mailbox Admin. And the user that I'm going to assign it to in this case is Eric Ryan, my Help Desk Administrator. So that's been assigned. So next time that Eric logs on to the Exchange Control Panel, you'll see that he now has an organisational tab here. He has full access to the mailboxes. He can select a user. He can update their title. He can update their department. So perhaps that we've renamed the name of the department to the R&D department. He can make those changes, and he's been delegated that permission. But for groups and external contacts, he doesn't have any permissions at all. One of the things that we'd like to do for Eric, though, is we want him to be able to manage mailboxes, but we don't want him to be able to create new mailboxes as he can now. And we don't want him to change the departments. We only want him to be able to view that information. So to do that, I go back to the management shell, and I can remove the department parameter from a role entry. So I use the Set Management Role Entry command. The role that I want to change is the Mailbox Admin, and it's the Set User command in that role entry. I have the option to set parameters, and I'm going to set the department parameter. And the option I'm going to use is Remove Parameter. So that's removed the department parameter from Set User. So you can still set properties, but just not the department property. I'd also like to remove the access to the new mailbox. So I can check to see the role entries in my mailbox admin role, and we can use wildcards here, so I can look for any commandlet called new or that contains new within there, and I can see that that role entry or that role has access to the new mailbox, new mail user, and new move request. And I'd like to remove the new mailbox, so I say Remove Management Role Entry. Again, it's the mailbox admin role which has been assigned to Eric, and the command I want to remove is the new mailbox. So you see when we refer to these role entries, they're referred to using the role name with a slash and then the commandlet name. So that's the role entry. It has all of those parameters, and it's asking for a confirmation that that's removed. So once that's done, it takes immediate effect, and when I log back on, when Eric logs back on and goes to the Exchange Control Panel, you can see that the New button, which used to be here, has been removed. If I access a particular user, I still have access to all of the fields, but the department field is now read-only. I still can update the title and other fields, but I've been able to set the parameters so we set very granular delegation to see what my help desk administrator can do. Thank you.